Hey, sweeties. Oh my gosh, I'm still on cloud 9 after watching Fourever You episode 15. Johan asked North to be his boyfriend and North said yes. Yes, honestly, this has to be one of the most emotional and heartwarming episodes I've ever seen. Studio Wabi Sabi knew what they were doing when they gave us 2 episodes this week since Heart Killers didn't air. It's like they knew we needed this double dose of joy to survive. Let's rewind a bit because this episode gave us so much to unpack. First, North, our sweet, shy, and thoughtful North, completely stole my heart. Before Johan left for Boston, he took that bold step and confessed his feelings. He didn't know how Johan would react or if Johan felt the same, but he just went for it. That moment was so raw and emotional, and I couldn't help but feel proud of him. It takes so much courage to put your heart on the line like that. You could see how scared he was, but he didn't let fear stop him. Johan and North are giving everything I want in a good BL series. I've been rooting for them since they appeared on screen, and they're not disappointing at all. I know I'm not the only one who loves them the way I do. Before Johan left for Boston, the moment they shared together was priceless. North didn't even want him to leave. My heart was melting over the both of them. That's one of my favorite scenes in the entire series. While Johan was in Boston, North's emotions were all over the place. He missed Johan so much, and it showed in everything he did. The quiet moments when he'd stare at his phone waiting for Johan's message, the way his face lit up whenever someone mentioned Johan. It was all so beautifully done. It wasn't over the top, it was subtle but powerful. You could feel his longing, his hope, and his love in every scene. And then Johan came back. Sweeties, that moment when North saw him again was everything. The way his eyes widened, the way his breath hitched, the tears. It was like his whole world stopped for a second. You could see pure, unfiltered love in his eyes. And Johan, oh my goodness, Johan looked at North like he was the only person in the world, the only person that mattered. When they hugged, I completely lost it. Both of them crying because they missed each other so much. It was one of the most genuine moments I've ever seen in a BL series. Johan telling North, "I'm here now," was such a simple line, but it carried so much weight. It wasn't just about being physically present. It was a promise to stay, to be there for North no matter what. That hug was more than a hug, it was home. And then came the big moment. Johan, being the romantic that he is, asked North to be his boyfriend. Sweeties, my heart could barely take it. Like, you could see how nervous he was, but also how determined he wanted to make sure North knew how he felt, that this wasn't just a fleeting thing, it was real. At North, when he let that tear slip before saying yes, I completely melted. That single tear held so much emotion, relief, happiness, love, everything he'd been holding in finally coming out. Their kiss after North said yes, I have no words. It wasn't just a kiss, it was a declaration of everything they'd been through, everything they'd fought for. It was tender, passionate, and full of love. You could feel their chemistry in that moment. It was electric. Johan and North have this natural, effortless connection that makes every scene they share so impactful. Johan's fiery, confident personality softens around North, while North's quiet, reserved nature becomes so much more open with Johan. They balance each other perfectly. But sweeties, as much as I'm in love with Johan and North's story, we have to talk about what's coming next. The series is ending next week, and I have so many questions, like, how did Jo and Hill meet? Hill knows everything about Johan, including his secret crush on North. What's their backstory? Was Hill the one who encouraged Johan to go after North? I need to see how their friendship started and how it grew into this deep bond we see now. And then there's Fa and Poon. Did anyone else notice that longing gaze they gave each other in this episode? It wasn't just a casual look. It was filled with so much emotion, like they have a history together. Maybe they were friends. Maybe they were more than friends. Whatever it is, I need to know. That one moment has me so intrigued, and I really hope episode 16 gives us some answers. I also want to know more about the other couples. Every character in this series feels so layered, and I'd love to see their stories explored further. And let's not forget Johan and North. Even though we got this beautiful moment of them becoming boyfriends, I feel like their journey's just beginning. There's so much more to their story, and I'm hoping season 2 comes quickly to explore that. Sweeties, I'm not ready to say goodbye to Fourever You. This series has given us so many unforgettable moments, and I just know the finale is going to be an emotional roller coaster. What about you? What are you hoping to see in episode 16? And are you as desperate for season 2 as I am? Let me know in the comments, and let's count down to the finale together.